Hi students, myself Satish Kumar Konidala, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Pharmacy, Vignan's Foundation for Science, Technology and Research, Guntur. In this video, we are going to discuss about biomolecules. So as biomolecules are nothing but the molecules which can form the biological systems or the the composition of the molecule. The basic functional units of the biological system. So the biological system consisting of various number of molecules, and these molecules are called as biomolecules. The learning outcomes of this video includes student could understand the basic concepts of the life, and they could know the chemistry, properties and functions of biomolecules or the composition of the biological system. The contents of this video includes introduction to the biomolecules and the life, classification of biomolecules, introduction to the biomolecules, classification of biomolecules. In that classification, in this video we are discussing about the carbohydrates, and it's a we are going to discuss about chemistry, properties and importance of carbohydrates and its subclass and its subclasses. Let us see one by one. Coming to the introduction, as I said that the living system or the living matter is composed of different elements or different molecules. In that, the major elements are nothing but carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur. So these are the major elements which are which are present in the composition of living things. So these 6 major elements can constitute about 90% of dry weight of the human body. So along with these 6 elements, there are other many elements are present in our body composition. They are nothing but calcium, potassium, sodium, chloride, magnesium and so on. So here we can see the carbon is the unique element of life. So it is the most predominant, that means it is available in high amount and it is a versatile element of our life. So the carbon is the most abundant or mostly available element, and it is versatile element of our life, element of life. And it has the capability to form the stable covalent bonds. So the carbon has the capability to form the stable covalent bond for an infinite length. So it can able to form the covalent bonds to infinite length. So thereby it can able to produce different types of compounds in a living system. So the carbon has the capability to form the stable covalent bonds between the carbon and carbon. Thereby it can able to form the different or infinite number of compounds in our living system. In the same way, we are able to found most of 90% of the living systems having the carbon content in different ratios or different amounts. So the 90% of the living things on the earth having carbon in different ratios. So that is another aspect of this. So that is another thing regarding this carbon. So the carbon is the most versatile and abundant element which is present in the living systems, and it can able to form the stable covalent carbon-carbon bond. Thereby it can able to form the different number of or infinite number of compounds in living system. And it is also available about 90% of living systems in different amounts. Here we can see the life is composition of lifeless molecules. So the life is composed of lifeless chemical molecules. Lifeless chemical molecules. So for example, when you see in the gram-positive bacteria, that is Escherichia coli, Escherichia coli. So that is E. coli. Escherichia coli, that is E. coli. It is containing about 6,000 different chemical components. It is consisting of 6,000 different chemical compounds, that is organic compounds. And in your human being, so it is composition of, so our human body is composition of about 1 lakh different chemical molecules. So that means, so a human being or the living thing is composition of the vast number of chemical molecules. So out of these vast number, a few molecules are characterized, that means they are identified. So for example, in case of monosaccharides, we can see glucose, fructose, galactose. In case of disaccharides, sucrose, lactose, and polysaccharides like glycogen. So these type of molecules, so few of the molecules are characterized and identified, and remaining to be identified. And remaining thing has to be identified, and remaining molecules has to be characterized. As I said that the life is the composition of the molecules or life is the composition of the molecules or elements. So when I see that elements combine to form as the molecules, and molecules combine to form as the macromolecules, and these macromolecules combine to form supramacromolecules, and these supramacromolecules combine to form organelles of the cell, and these are combined to form the cell, and these cells are combined to form the organs. So, there is the basic unit of our life is nothing but the elements or molecules, and these are combined to form the macromolecules, and these macromolecules combine to form the supramacromolecules, and they are combined to form the organelles of the cell, and they combine to form the cells, and cells combine to form the organ. Cells combine to form the organs. So here when you see in these molecules like amino acids, nucleotides and monosaccharides, like simple monosaccharides are also called as simple sugars, and these molecules will combine to form the macromolecules or complex molecules. So for example, amino acids combine to form the proteins, nucleotides combine to form the nucleic acids, like DNA and RNA, and monosaccharides, they are simple sugars combined to form the polysaccharides. So, when you observe this picture, so at the stage 1 or level 1, so they are appeared as the molecules like nucleotides, amino acids and simple sugars, and these will combine to form the macromolecules like DNA, proteins and polysaccharides. Again, they are combined to form the supramacromolecular supramacromolecular complexes, and these will combine to form the cell or cell organelles of the cell or cells, and these cells combine to form the organs.